Wonderful setting, I think, this. But then all the centre courts of the Grand Slams, with the possible exception of Flushing Meadow, have their own attractions. And hopefully we'll have a new centre court this year.
It looks a good one too.
If it's
very big.
Yes, if it's finished on time.
So I think if you do go to Flushing Meadows this year and that centre court is finished and you get a seat high up, don't forget to take your binoculars. Bad luck for Courier that the forehand approach clipped the net and it just sat up. It ended up being fairly deep, but Muster had tremendous power with that backhand pass.
Oh, that's a stunning shot. Incredible angle, and there seemed to be a little bit of cut on the ball. It was always going further and further away from Muster.
Just have a look at it here. This one. That little bit of side spin.
Six ace of the match from Courier takes him to a 5-2 second set lead. Both men having to work hard to hold their service games, but both men doing so. See the dustbins the players have got beside them. One for all the discarded clothing. Thomas Muster has actually got his filled, I think, with cold water, and he's dipping towels in it and then wiping himself with cold towels. Here we go. Full of ice. And it is extraordinary, isn't it? Here we are, just gone 11 o'clock at night, and still the players really worried, and quite rightly so, about the effects of heat.
And, you know, the tension that the players go through during a match, both mental and the physical punishment that they go through, it's jolly difficult for them to play today then come back and play again tomorrow, even though they are superb athletes and they're very, very fit. But the heat, you almost need 2 days to recover, not just the 1 day, because it does take so much out of you. And it's nice and cool right now in Melbourne.
Might be for you.
Compared to today,
yes.
But it's still down hot. And they're working hard.
15 love.
Yes, they'll, of course, get a day off before the winner plays the quarter-final. Incidentally, will be against either Goran Ivanisevic or Christian Ruud. Of course, that match has already been played, but as it is one that we intend showing you later, we won't give anything away.
40 love.
Love service game for Thomas Muster. But Jim Courier will serve for the second set, and he'll have the benefit of new tennis balls. Both men, understandably, making frequent use of the towel. Broken a string. And this is the illustration of where, because it's the server who's broken a string, he won't get a first serve. It'll be second serve. If it was the receiver who'd broken a string, it would be let first serve.
I don't know if the one he broke was one he'd already had restrung, but the one he's just picked up now has just been returned to him, having been restrung. Let's hope the stringer did a good job. They usually do. Three set points for Jim Courier to tie the match up. Well, really stepped into that backhand pass, did Muster. An hour and 17 minutes of actual playing time, and we are back to where we started. Absolutely level, and it becomes the best of three-set match. Well, he obviously didn't like that restring, because he's gone for another one.
Yep, and that one's going off. Oops, they're certainly being kept busy tonight, the Stringers. It will, this of course is their 10th match, and it'll be only the second that will go to 4 sets. They met at the same stage, the 4th round of the French Open in 1993, and Courier won in 4 sets. He won sets 1, 3 and 4 on that occasion. Their other Grand Slam meetings have all been decided in 3 straight sets, and all in Courier's favour.
Well, now the mental games really begin to play perhaps on Muster, because he does have that losing record against Courier, and he had the first set, and now Courier's got the second. Is he thinking, well, here we go again, or is he thinking, okay, he's got a set and that's all he's going to get?
We haven't seen on your screen, on our monitor, the coaches. Of course, Thomas Muster has been with Ronnie Lightkeep for a long time. Jim Courier has a new coach, though, Harold Solomon, who for many years has been with Mary Jo Fernandez. 3rd set, Muster to serve.
Sitting on that point, Muster made Courier do a heck of a lot of work. Could have gone into the net behind that previous shot.
And he's looked pretty effective at the net, as Thomas Muster, in this match. And again, he's stringing together some love service games.
He certainly has strung it together a number of love service games. Four, in fact. That's a little bit unusual when you think that whilst he's serving as well as I've seen him serve before, he's up against a man who does hit the returns very well and the rest of the ground strokes very well. So to win a love game against Courier is a pretty good achievement. Both players just trying to remain focused on what they need to do. They know what they need to do. It's a matter of whether they feel that it's working well enough to take them to victory, or if they should take one or two alternative chances. I'd be surprised at this early stage of the third set if either took too many chances on doing something different. Yet this third set becomes so vital now for so many different reasons. Courier, if he should win the third set, then he really is going to dominate. But if Muster can win the third set, perhaps he can take all the domination away from Courier.
Wonderful setting, I think, this. But then all the centre courts of the Grand Slams, with the possible exception of Flushing Meadow, have their own attractions. But hopefully we'll have a new centre court this year.
It looks a good one too.
If it's
very big.
Yes, if it's finished on time.
So I think if you do go to Flushing Meadows this year and that centre court is finished and you get a seat high up, don't forget to take your binoculars. Bad luck for Courier that the forehand approach clipped the net and it just sat up. It ended up being fairly deep, but Muster had tremendous power with that backhand pass.